everyone, hello, it's story time again. Today I'm going to be reading Maclary Shoo. But first, let's sing our hello song. Are we ready? Hello everyone, it's nice to see you here. Listen very carefully, let's see what we have here. So here is Maclary Shoo. Shall we see what's inside? What kind of animal do we think Maclary might be? Do you think Maclary might be the teddy bear? Or do you think Maclary might be the dog? Let's see. Maclary was having some fun, messing around with his friends in the sun. Frisky and skittish, they romped and they ran, when up came a dusty delivery van. Off went the driver with cartons of soup, so Maclary decided to snoop. Back came the driver and slam went the door. Off went the van with a rattle and a roar. Way past the park, the slippery slide, uphill and downhill with Harry inside. Oh no, Harry's got trapped, hasn't he? Round every corner they wobbled and bopped, till, far from the dairy, they finally stopped. One parcel more for a furniture store, but Maclary shut out of the door. Wonder where he's going next. Oh dear. Into a toy shop he skiddled and spun, scattering blocks as he slid on his tongue. Teddy bears tumbled and fell on his head, all in a jumble, till somebody said, "Stop this shim-muzzle, this hullabaloo, scarper, skedaddle, be off with you, shoo!" Straight through the gate of Magnolia School raced Maclary, round playground and pool. Through every classroom he wickedly sped, till outside his office the headmaster said, "Stop this shim-muzzle, this hullabaloo, scarper, skedaddle, be off with you, shoo!" Maclary's not wanted there, is he? Over to Gulliver's Garden Supplies rushed Maclary with skedly cat eyes. Tangled in creepers, he panicked and fled through palm trees and poppies, till everyone said, "Stop this shim-muzzle, this hullabaloo, scarper, skedaddle, be off with you, shoo!" Oh dear, how do we think Maclary's feeling on there? Doesn't look very happy, does he? Let's see what it says in the story. Maclary was tired of fun. His whiskers were draggled, his collar undone. He hid between the flower pots, sad and alone, waiting for someone to show the way home. Wearily woeful and gloomingly glum, he gave a deep sigh, and then along came Miss Plum. "It's Maclary!" "Goodness gracious," she said, swooping him up with a pat on his head. "My, what a raggedy rascal you are," she laughed. Then she trundled him out to her car. Where do you think she might be taking him? Here's her car, look. What colour is her car? Miss Plum's car is yellow. That's right. A wag on his tail and a fidgety toe meant Hairy Maclary was ready to go. He watched as they drove over Butterfly Bridge, up the long hill over Rollaway Ridge, down past the park with its zigzag bends, back to the dairy, and back to his friends. Oh, Hairy Maclary is home at last, where he belongs. Can we see what animals are on that page? Oh, that's right, they are all doggies, aren't they? Let's see what doggies we've got. We've got a fluffy doggy, we've got a spotty doggy, got a Hairy Maclary, and this one here, this long one, is a sausage doggy. This one looks like a huge big doggy, doesn't it? Wow, lots of different kinds of dogs. So I have been thinking about some activities. What can we do? And what games can we play? What crafts can we do that are all about dogs? Let's have a look. Well, we can all pretend we're dogs, can't we? Can we woof like a dog? Woof, woof. Yeah, everybody's got a woof, woof. But here I have got some doggies that I've made out of plastic cups. So I have put on the post a list of things you will need to make these. So basically it's a cup. I've got these shiny ones from Tesco, but you could get white paper cups. I've got some card that I've just cut the ears out and I've stuck them on, and I've just used sellotape. On here I've got a pom-pom and some googly eyes, and I've made a dog. Woof woof. So with these, I thought what we could do is we could play a game of find the bone. So I've just made a bone out of card. If you have a toy bone anywhere, you could use this. And what this game is going to do is allow our children to take turns as they play. They're going to think really carefully, and they are going to be developing their memory skills as they watch where we put the bone. So I'm going to put it under here. So here's the bone. And then what we have to do is, boys and girls, they have to look really carefully and remember which doggy the bone is under. Can we see? And then they have to guess. So was it under this one? No, it's not there. Is it under this one? No, it's not there. Is it under this one? Yeah, there it is. There's the bone. Well done. And then boys and girls, they can have a go at doing that for the grown-ups. Or they can play together if they've got brothers or sisters or little ones. They could stack, make a tower. You can make lots of them and build them up. It's a really nice activity that will encourage brain development as we are thinking, as they are using their memory, they're using their language skills, and they're developing concentration, because they really have to watch carefully as to where the movements of the dogs are, the cups are, as to where the bone will be. So that's a really fun one for you to have a go at. Next, I've got an activity called Wash the Dog. So what you will need for this is just an empty bucket, or a Tupperware tub, an ice cream tub, a little tray, but I've just got a bucket like this. You could put some warm water in there with a little bit of liquid soap. You could use washing up liquid, you could use like bubble bath type soaps. You will need a towel and something for the children to use in their bucket of water. So if you have at home some toy animals, some toy dogs, we can wash them. And basically this is a sensory activity where children are using the water to have a play. My boys and girls at home are a little bit too old for this, so I didn't have any plastic dogs. But I've just got these so that you get an idea of the activity. So you could even mess them up. You could put them in some dirt or some something messy like breadcrumbs or jelly or yogurt or something that's going to make those pups really dirty. And then we have to do a clean and we wash them, and the children can have a go at washing the dogs, and then we dry them and get them sparkly clean again. So that is a sensory activity that is also water play. That's going to be loads of fun, but as you can imagine, it might get a little bit messy, so you might want to put some plastic mats down. If you are at home and you've got the heating on and it's nice and warm in your house, you could strip your children off down to their vests and their nappies, and then you can just quickly get them dry again and pop their clothes back on without having to change the whole outfits and create a lot of washing for yourself. So next we have got match the colour game. So what I've done here is I went online and I googled some dog templates, but you could copy the dogs from the book or you could make your own up. But what I've done here is I've drawn a big sausage dog. I've used some coloured card to cut out the circles and also cut out small ones that match, so that the children, these ones are glued on and these ones are loose. So what they have to do is they have to match the colours. So what this activity will do is firstly obviously develop the colour recognition, so you can use whichever colours you want. If you find that children are beginning to use language appropriately and recognise different colours, it's a really good like practice game for them, so that they can say yellow as they're doing it, red, and they can match to the right colour. With your children picking these pieces up, they're also developing their fine motor skills, which is for physical development. And it's language skills, obviously, and communication, so they might have to ask and develop confidence in their own answers. So, for example, if they're putting this one on there, is that right, do we think? And then the children can have a look and can see, oh, it's not the same colour, is it? So by doing it like that, they are developing confidence in their own skills, basically. You can use any kind of dogs you like. I also, although the googly eye's just fallen off, did this other dog. And it's got one eye because this one's just fallen off there. And you could do the same. And you could, if you are learning shapes, you could do shapes. If you are learning sizes, you could do big and small. So you're looking at the opposites there. You can pretty much adapt this to how you want. If you've got younger children that haven't got to that stage of learning their colours yet, you could just introduce those colours by offering some things to do a colouring picture with. So it could be paint, it could be chalks, it could be felt tips or crayons, and you using the colours. And by you as supporting your children when they're doing this, so rather than just leaving them to colour the picture on their own, if we sit and support them and say, oh look, you're using the red colour there, they begin to kind of recognise and match what you're saying to what they're using. And it's just the foundations really of learning those skills. So there's so many activities that you can do that are linked to this story. We can play a game of cats and dogs if you wanted to get out there in the garden or in the parks, and you could run round like a dog. You could play a little game of Simon Says. So the children, they have to pretend they're dogs, and the adults have to sort of say, right, Simon says, can you bark like a dog? And then they bark. Simon says, can you walk really slowly like a dog? Can you waft your tail like a dog? Simon says. And that's just getting the children used to following instructions, developing their listening skills, but also physical activity as well, which is really important for health and well-being. So guys, that was the story, Hairy Maclary Shoo. It was a really good one, wasn't it? And I hope that you have lots of fun with these activities today or this week, whenever you decide to do them. Okay, so have a really fun week and take care of yourselves. Bye everybody.